Hey guys, it's Dr. Eric. I'm doing this video because I just had a conversation with a patient and I thought, I need to do a video because I bet if she's thinking this, a lot of other people are thinking it as well. We were talking about reading food labels and she said I was eating that, but it had a lot of cholesterol in it, so I stopped eating it. And alarm bells immediately rang in my brain because you should never look at cholesterol in a food label. And so I'm going to teach you what you need to read, the things that are important, because there's too much information out there. You've learned too many things. I'm going to pare it down for you to my food label reading framework. And if you do this, you're going to be right 95 to 99% of the time. And there's a hint, cholesterol has nothing to do with it. Okay. This is what I call a keystone habit. So if you can start reading food labels, you're going to make a lot of really good positive changes in your health. So I'm going to take you through the three things: sugar, fats, and toxins. Okay, that's what you want to look at in a food label. And then we're going to start with this, the overarching theme of it is the less ingredients, the better. Okay, so if you pick up this peanut butter and this peanut butter has 4 ingredients, this peanut butter has 20 ingredients, put the one back that has 20 and take the one that has 4. Okay, less ingredients, the better. But what you are actually reading, and then I'm going to give you some examples, is sugar and serving size. So sugar per serving size. So you want to look at total grams of sugar, but you also want to look at serving size, because a lot of times you'll see a little iced tea like this, and it says 10 grams of sugar, which you're like, that's not that much, but it's 3 serving sizes. Right, so any human would drink that in 1 serving, right? But they're splitting it up into 3, so it's actually 30 grams of sugar. It's 10 grams of sugar per serving size, so it's 30 grams of sugar. We're also going to look at fats, and then we're going to look at toxins. Okay, that's the way I read food labels. So the reason sugar is important is because of all of these things. Sugar is the primary cause of diabetes and obesity. Sugar causes inflammation. Sugar is the primary reason for high cholesterol. Do you hear what I said? Sugar is the reason for high cholesterol, not cholesterol in your food. Not red meat, not eggs, not cholesterol in your food, okay? If your doctor is still telling you to avoid cholesterol in your food, you need to find a different doctor because they haven't done any research in 40 years, okay? So your sugar is the reason for dietary high cholesterol. Sugar causes hormone imbalances, okay? Estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. Sugar causes heart disease. Sugar promotes cancer. The biggest thing that you can do by reading food labels is avoiding sugar, okay? So example here. So if I look at a Coca-Cola over here, again, we want to look at sugar per serving size. So how many servings in here? It says 1 can. So drinking this whole can of soda, that would be 10 or 12 ounces, right? So how many grams of sugar? Well, I want you to keep your grams of sugar per serving size at less than 10. Okay, so any product that you eat, you want it to be less than 10 grams of sugar per serving size. Does that mean it's perfect? No, but it's a great place to start. So if we look at this, 1 gram or 1 can is 1 serving size. How many grams of sugar? 39 grams of sugar. You shouldn't get more than 25 grams of sugar per day. Right? The average American should not get more than 25 grams of added sugar. That's 39 grams. That's more sugar than you should get an entire day by a lot. Almost double the amount of sugar in 1 Coca-Cola. So what I call lateral moves here, we could move over here to something like Blue Sky soda, right? Because they say that's made without high fructose corn syrup, which is good. But it still has 43 grams of sugar per serving size. But when we get over here to like Vitamin Water Zero, that's what I drink if I don't drink water. So where we're looking at serving sizes is the whole bottle here. How many grams of sugar? 0 grams, okay? Now the other thing I'm gonna look for is it's obviously sweet, so it's sweetened with something. So that could say 0 grams of sugar, but it could have artificial sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose, which are terrible for you. We'll get to that with toxins in a couple of minutes. But I'm gonna look there and I'm gonna go, okay, where's the sugar coming, or where's the sweetness coming from? And when I read this, it's coming from stevia. Okay, so it's sweetened with stevia, which is a natural sweetener, which doesn't have any blood sugar effects. It is not sugar, it just tastes sweet. So I'm going to do that. The other one you could do is Zevia Cola, which tastes a lot like Coke, but if you look here, how many grams of sugar? 0. What's it sweetened with? Stevia. Okay, so easy changes that you can make instead of drinking a Coca-Cola, looking at sugar. Now the second thing we're going to look at is fats. We're going to avoid bad fats. Bad fats they're easy to recognize because they're pretty much anything that's not avocado oil, coconut oil, or olive oil. There's a bunch of other fats out there. Almost all of those are pro-inflammatory and cause clogging of the arteries. They cause inflammation of the brain. Bad fats are really, really bad for you. Okay, so if you can just remember the good fats: avocado oil, coconut oil, and olive oil. Those are going to be your best fats. Now things like grapeseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, coconut oil, corn oil, soy oil. That's junky bad fats that we want to avoid. So as I'm reading this, this is hummus, okay? And what should be in hummus is chickpeas, garlic, lemon juice, and some type of oil, specifically garlic, or specifically olive oil. Okay, olive oil is what should be in hummus. So when I pick this up and I read it, I'm going to look here. It says garbanzo beans, olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, right? So this has olive oil. I'm good to go. Now, if this was Sabra hummus, which is the most popular one that's out there that you can get at Starbucks and Safeway and everywhere else that you go, Sabra hummus will say garbanzo beans, tahini, and canola oil. Canola oil is a rancid bad fat. You want to be avoiding that because it causes inflammation, okay, which is really, really bad for you. So again, this is good because it has olive oil in it, okay? Now, the other one is toxins. I'm going to look at toxins. So toxins are two things. Artificial sweeteners, which we just talked about. The artificial sweeteners you need to worry about are aspartame, which is equal, okay? We also need to worry about sucralose, which is Splenda. Those are the main two that are in things, okay? So aspartame, sucralose, bad for you. They're brain poison, kills your brain cells, causes glutamate to leak out. It is absolutely horrible for you. They've been linked to a million different diseases, including Alzheimer's and dementia. So artificial sweeteners you want to avoid, and then anything with a number sign or a hashtag, okay? So I put up Skittles as the example here. So Skittles breaks all the rules. So we have how many servings? 3 servings in this bag of Skittles. How many grams of sugar? 29 grams of sugar per serving. So how many grams of sugar are in this bag of Skittles? 90 grams of sugar. That's almost 5 times more than you should get in a day. It's 4 times more than you should get in a day eating 1 bag of Skittles. So you should put that back just for sugar alone. Fats, there's no really fats in there. So I don't see any, there's no fat. I guess it's just all sugar. And then toxins. So nothing with, no artificial sweetener, nothing with a number sign. So what are you seeing here? You're going to see artificial flavors, then you're going to see colors. Red number 40, blue number 2, blue number 1, yellow number 5, yellow number 5, yellow number 6. Those things are brain toxins, okay? Artificial colors are brain toxins. So you want to put that back because this is nothing but killing your brain. So sugars, fats, and toxins. You see how that got me through what I needed to get through. So if you take a look at like a Cliff Bar, okay? So again, we're going to filter this out. Is Cliff Bar good for you? Don't take my opinion for it. Just look at sugar, fats, and toxins. So sugars. 1 bar is the serving size. How many grams of sugar? 22. So that's all the amount of sugar that you should get in a day. You want to have less than single-digit serving size, right? So you want like 6, 7, 8 grams of sugar would be okay. That's 22. So no, I wouldn't eat that unless I was working out. I still wouldn't eat it for the reason coming up here. So the second thing I'm going to look for is fats, right? So we got brown rice syrup, soy protein isolate, which I'll get back to in just a minute. Organic sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is a junky, rancid oil. It doesn't matter if it's organic. Sunflower oil is not a good oil. So it fails the sugar test, fails the fat test, and then toxins. Does it have any artificial sweeteners? No. Does it, because it's sweetened with organic brown rice syrup, the first thing in there is sugar. And does it have any artificial colors? No. But one thing it does have is soy protein isolate, which is one of the toxins I would want to avoid. So that fails all 3 levels. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. Like if you start looking at food labels, first thing you want to look at is sugar. Look for single digits of sugar per serving size. Look at fats, and the fats you want to be getting are avocado oil, coconut oil, or olive oil. You want to avoid the other ones like canola oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, any of those. And the last one is avoiding anything artificial sweeteners or artificial colors. So if you do that, that will change the way that your body reacts to food. That will change the way your brain reacts to food, and that will make things much easier on you. So get out there and read those food labels.